What's that scientific term when you see faces in things that aren't there? Keep watching. Hello, welcome back. It's GotAUkulele review day. As ever, summary video review only. If you look at the links below this video, go to the website, you'll get a lot more information about this one. Thanks running across the bottom of the screen. I do this every week. It's really important that I do this every week because I don't get paid by brands or shops to do product placement like some reviewers do. These people who donate are the only reason that I can justify continuing to do this and get instruments for you as well, because half of them are bought by donations and then get given to charity. And if you like what you see on the YouTube channel, why not help me out by hitting that subscribe button down there? That would be much appreciated too. Okay, I've reviewed this brand quite a few times before, and fairly recently with the Little Prince instrument, which is really rather nice. They're a Chinese brand. This is by Mr. Mai. This is the Mr. Mai MLT Tenor, and that's hence the introduction. There we are. Quite different looking because of that. This is not that unusual, but we'll come on to that. It's a otherwise standard scaled tenor instrument, double bout with this offset shoulder, and it's made from, now here's my first gripe. They list this on their website as being made from koa, but you see some other listings that list it as being made from acacia. All koa is acacia. It's the same, that is the tree, but not all acacia is koa. The term koa comes from when it's been grown on the Big Island in Hawaii, and that's important. Some people will say there's a quality difference. I'm not getting into quality difference. That is important because Hawaiian koa is a lot more expensive, and if you list something as koa and it's not koa, you're trying to create a mystique about it that isn't there. I contacted Mr. Mai. They confirmed this is Eastern acacia. They should not be using the term koa. They should not. That's really naughty, and it's irritated me, and I don't mind telling them that. That is a problem. Anyway, it's acacia. It's two pieces on the top. This is solid on the top, and it's laminate on the two-piece sides and slightly arched back. It's not that most striking acacia on the top, more interesting on the back if anything, but there's a bit of stripe in it and flame. It's hardly ugly, is it? It's a nice sort of deep orangey colour. I really rather like the look of it, actually. It is a nice looking piece of sets of wood, actually. Solid top, laminate back and sides, as I say. The bridge is a tie bar, very much like the Petit Prince instrument. It's made of ebony. It's very pale ebony. I much prefer my ebony to be much darker than that. It's a tie bar, very, very tidy, compensated bone saddle, as you can see. This one's all about the looks because of this unusual sound hole arrangement. Actually, there's more than one sound hole, there's three, and we'll come on to that. So you've got the double sound hole arrangement, very old-fashioned sort of thing. I think melee instruments still make them. One offset slightly different from the other. You've also got ebony binding around the top and the back with a white purfling strip on it, and on the top that's complemented with abalone as it is around the sound holes. I quite like that. You also get a side sound port, and it's down here, and I'm quite really pleased to see that down here because this arrangement of sound holes makes it very difficult to get inside to fit a pickup, repair a brace, that kind of thing. This makes it a breeze. You can get in straight through the side. Now, I wondered when I was looking at this and taking photographs whether I was going to have another gripe on top of them using the term koa, because I put some pictures of this up. Some people said, that looks like laminate on the top, and it does really look like laminate. Quite often you can tell a top is laminate by looking at the sound hole edge, and you can see some layers, and I can see some layers. However, have a look at the written review. As you know, I put cameras inside instruments and have a look. What they've done is, this is solid. I'm convinced this is solid because the grain pattern follows on the top, on the inside. Up here, though, there is a strip of a very thin strip of wood, and I think it's there to strengthen these sound holes. So that's it. So there's a little layer underneath there. The rest of it is solid, but a little layer underneath it, and that makes the sound hole edge look like it is laminate. Otherwise, very tidy inside, notch curving, delicate braces. The neck is made of akume wood. I don't like how yellow it is compared to the body. The colour just doesn't go. I would want this darker. It's in three pieces. The joints are pretty well hidden, finished in a satin as the body is. To be fair, it tapers down to a fairly shallow profile up there at the nut, and a comfortable 37mm 30 G2A nut string spacing. That's pretty comfortable. I like that. Topped with more rosewood, more ebony, and that's also quite pale ebony like the bridge. At least it matches the bridge, but I'd like it darker if it was black. But it's in very good condition, to be fair, no problems with it. Edge bound down the side with wooden strips. 14 frets to the body, 15, 16, 17, 18 in total, no sharp edges, and these sort of plant, flowery leaf motifs at the 3rd, 5th, 7th, 10th, 12th and 15th, complemented with dots on the side. Never really understood the need for a position marker at the 3rd myself. I mean, it's like, it's there, it's 3. Anyway, there we are, not a big gripe. The nut is bone, cut very well, setup on this is very good, and then it moves up to this slotted headstock, faced in more ebony. I've said before that I'm not a big fan of the Mr. My logo inlaid there in a paler wood. I still think it looks sort of like a child's toy logo, but there we are. Otherwise, it's a very tidy headstock, and the tuners are what you would expect on a slot head. Open gears facing backwards, look to be really good quality, gold and black. Rather like those. It comes with a set of D'Addario titanium strings, a branded padded gig bag, which is half decent quality. Also comes with a humidifier in the box as well to keep that top wood conditioned if you live in a dry environment. And it comes in at a price of about $289 on their website. Parity equivalent in the UK, I'm seeing them in stores for £299. It's too expensive. That's too expensive. It's not Koa, it's Acacia. It's a solid top only. You can get a solid top, really decent instrument from Kai, Uma, Snail for about half that, £150 to £200, I think is what this should be priced at. £299 is too much money. Anyway, apart from that, apart from my irritation about the use of the term Koa, it's very well made. It's very well made, it's very well finished, and I can't find any flaws in it anywhere. The finish is excellent, the build is good, it's not heavy, it balances well, 555 grams. It's a very nice instrument, and now the looks are you're either gonna like them or you're not. I've really grown to like it just because it's different. It's different to most other instruments that are out there, you must admit that. But let's have a play. Get up to tune with the strobe that I've been talking about quite a bit recently. Acacia, Koa, you would expect to be sort of bright, jangly, rich in tone. And that's why people use that wood in ukuleles. And bear with me, these strings are still stretching. Volume. Very good, actually. Sustain. Only average. It has some sustain. But it's falling off quite quick. But the volume is very good, and I can immediately tell there's a richness to the tone. Certainly a bright richness. It's a little thin. I'm being really picky. There's a little bit of thinness on the side. I just wish there was a little bit more bass. But it's pretty. Let's have a finger pick. Nice. Up the neck. nice sounding instrument. It's a little bit thin on the tone for me. I wish there was a bit more bass, and I certainly wish there was a bit more sustain. It's just not. Maybe a string change would help that, but I wonder whether the top is a little bit thick, which is killing off that sustain. It's not killing the volume, and the side sound port really throws it up into your face, so that's good. But it's got character, certainly. It's not a one-dimensional tone. It's not a one-dimensional tone at all. It's rather pretty. The product description naming, they really need to change. That's not affected the score, because I don't know where to put that in the score. What has affected the score is the value for money, because £299 for something that I think you can get very similar from other brands for probably half that, or a bit less than half that. I think it's too expensive, and I wonder whether they're trading on the Koa name when it's just Acacia. I don't know, but it is very well made, very well finished. I can't find any other real gripes with it. Don't like this neck colour. I wish the ebony was a bit darker, but otherwise it's really well put together. The Mr. My MLT Tenor, solid acacia top, laminate acacia back and sides. Interesting. Shop around. If you can get one on a deal, I'd probably recommend it, but not at £299, I wouldn't. Yeah, rather liked looking at that one, and there we are. Now, I don't know whether I'm back next week. I think I've got something on with my day job, so I may not be seeing you. I may not, don't know. But anyway, go carefully, everyone. Thanks very much for watching and your ongoing support. It's much appreciated. Have a very good week. Take care of each other, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye.